Guys, oops, I didn't get a countdown, but
Yes, you did.
did I? Oh, okay. Hi, how are you guys doing? It is nice to see you. I see Irene and Mary and Glenn, and Irene and Mary and Glenn, and Irene and Mary and Glenn. How are you guys doing? All right. Well, today we are going to do something extra special. Last night I opened it up and started fooling around with it, and I have 4 cards done to show you this morning. But we will. Hello, Ted. Teddy's over here bumping my knee. So I have some more things to show you this morning. I know that Margie went crazy over this when she was showing it to you on the live stream, but go ahead and drop the camera if you would, please. This is just one of the prettiest magazine kits ever. So pretty. Okay. So this is Crafting with Hunkydory magazine class kit 40. 80. Yes, 80. Sorry. And it includes a set called Eternal Blooms that is just unbelievable. Yeah. I used up the roses set already. And like I said, we'll take a look at those in a minute. But let me show you some of these other toppers we're going to be working with. My goodness. We have this one. Now, what could be better than lilacs and hydrangea in purples and blue? I mean, what could possibly be better? Let's see the cardstocks that go with it, if I can dig them out here. It has double-sided papers. Look at this. All over hydrangea blossoms. On the back, sumptuous blue. And there's one of the cardstocks. Look at the way they've ghosted this gold hydrangea blossom into between those two blossoms. How beautiful is that? And somewhere here, there it is. And here's the lilacs. How pretty, huh? Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. So we've got that set. We've got these white blossoms. We've got calla lilies. And might be a Christmas rose. I'm not sure what that looks like, but it could be a Christmas rose. White. Let's find the ones that go with that one. Here's the right side up. It's even better. Beautiful green. And here is this beautiful piece of cardstock. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Hi, Mary T. And just another one here. Yes, and calla lilies. How beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're pretty. Then we have this next set, which is burgundies. And it has a double-sided paper with it. Pinks and burgundies. Wow. Now remind you, this is a Crafting with Hunkydory craft kit. So you're getting this as the add-in into the craft kit, or the magazine kit. These beautiful toppers. Just spectacular. And this is the double-sided paper they sent. Oh. Yeah, I must have missed a piece here because we still have another one.
That goes with the roses she already did.
I thought I didn't do a rose one out of this. Okay, this is a rose one that I haven't finished yet. I finished it last night, but I didn't. They sent beautiful acetate with these. Look what the acetate does for this. It's kind of hard to see in the glaring light, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We'll see it when I use it. They sent that one, and then they sent this little speckled one, which is equally beautiful. Just makes everything glittery. And they sent a double-sided pink and burgundy. Wow. You're welcome, Glenn. Okay. All right. So we get that. We also get, this is perfect for Valentine's Day. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that gorgeous? And the words say, with love now and always, you're so sweet. A birthday wish for you. And that gorgeous rose. Beautiful, beautiful. A little fun one to color. Just enough without being too much to have to color. And the beautiful magazine. Oh my gosh, this magazine. It kept getting passed around the table at class last night because it had all kinds of neat ideas. If I flip past it, I'll show you one of the ones I've really liked. It was so simple and yet so beautiful. And maybe I'll see it, and maybe I won't. This is it. Look at this. It's called Geranium Box. But what I wanted you to notice was the way they constructed this box. They constructed the box in such a way that you have a solid pink box on the bottom, and the box top has been die cut to give you that kind of chicken wire look, large chicken wire look. And it fits down over the cards that then match. And I just thought that was so, so very pretty. And not necessarily something I would have thought to do. So I love that. And there's several really, really good patterns in here. So the magazine is fun. In fact, it has a little tutorial on following card sketches, which I thought was fun. So neat, neat, neat. Okay, you want to see what I did last night? You guys been good? I should share. Okay. Here's one of the ones I did last night. Come in a little closer on these, please. That beautiful rose. The tag says, hope all your dreams come true on your special day. And from me to you, birthday wishes. Isn't that pretty? They just outdid themselves with these. Oh, I'm sorry. That bad sore throat sounds like it could be COVID. Have you taken a COVID test, Thelma? Better get that checked out. Love. And this one I've used that acetate on. See it? See the acetate there? People are always asking me, how should I attach the acetate if I want to use it? What I did with this one was I put one piece of tape right across the top. I cut my acetate to fit and attached it there. And I still, because of the dark card background, the tape really showed. So I took a piece off of my frame for my toppers. I just cut a piece off of that, the empty frames, and and I, cut that and put it over the top. So I had a nice coordinating piece, and I hide that tape line. And here's another. These are always great fun to work with these frames. And I did something here that I thought was kind of fun. I took the inside of the frame. This was a horizontal frame. I took the inside of the frame and used it to kind of square off this rose in the middle, and I thought that was an interesting and pretty effect. Turned it sideways, glued it onto the top. Okay. All right. So let's get started here, and you know that what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go right for that blue and purple because I can. So let's get those pieces out here. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. And then I've got to remember I have these really pretty pieces of acetate too. I don't want to forget to use. There's another one here. What do I do with that? I already have it. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so I don't want to forget to use those pretty pieces of acetate. Where shall we start? I think maybe, oh, it's just hard to know which one to do first, but I think maybe I'll use these first. I brought a whole stack of cards over here with me, so I'm going to have to be digging around for those. And let's see what size I want. Boy, that's pretty. That one's probably actually a good size, but squeezing it just a little bit. Doesn't really matter what color blank I use because I'm going to cover it all anyway. This would probably be a great job for 6x6. I can locate one here. There we go. Yeah, that's a good size. Let's use that one. That is a 5x7. Not a 6x6 at all. That's a 5x7. It still work for this. I think I'll just go ahead and go with it since I have it in my hand. Okay, I'm going to use a piece, but this is directional, so I have to watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to use this hydrangea field background as a backing to my card today. I think that'll be pretty. Let's give it a shot. That's pretty.
Aren't you mentioned this is the last magazine?
No, we they've stopped making the magazine box kits. This is a Crafting with Hunkydory magazine, so these will continue. But the box kits are being discontinued. That's the one that has the embossing folder and die and stamp and everything. They're just getting too expensive to make, I think. This is not a box 80 set, Mary. This is Crafting with Hunkydory volume 80. So in addition to the magazine, you got this beautiful stamp. And then you get the magazine and the craft kit, the paper, Eternal Flowers paper pack. It's just beautiful. So let's see. I'm going to cut my corner off here. And I'm going to cut it at 4.5 by 6.5. Oh. Oh, that was laid on the wrong side. The limitations of these rotary cutters. Blade has to be on the right side. Okay, 6.5. Should be a pretty good match. No, I have further to go. Okay, that's pretty. Oops, that's not what I was looking for. I can't stay organized this morning. Okay. Okay. Now, I was thinking it'd be fun to make this solid blue, but I actually don't think that's going to work all that well. But I do have some, I wanted a contrasting stripe around my outside. So, I'm going to take a piece of 7 by 7. And I'm going to glue this on here, tape it on here, and then use that against my background. I think that's going to be beautiful. Retrieve my garbage can, which went wandering. Try to push my blade right against the machine when I'm cutting. And I'm not sure if I'm not doing that enough or if these rotary trimmers from Tim Holtz just aren't as sharp as some. Because I do get a bit of a roughly edge sometimes. Okay. You put this on with some tape flags. Actually, I don't need to do that. Never mind, I don't know what I was thinking. Let's go back and put this down. Snagging my cardstock there, so I decided to turn it around so that will get cut off. And I'm just hand cutting this to be an 1/8 inch border. Oh, a nice purple or gold border all the way around there. Put this on that purple. Now, how did that happen? Wow. Not very well, obviously. My card is bigger than my base, which I assumed to be 5x7. Clearly, it was not 5x7. I don't know what it was. Well, we always remember that old saying, measure your card before you start. It's not 5x5, so what did happen here? It's 6.5. Which is weird. Oh, that's 6.5. I knew that. This one's the one I clearly mismeasured. Huh. I don't know. Sometimes I'm crazy, people. We've determined that before. Huh?
Start over with a new card base. Correct size.
This one's 1 to 6.5. Okay, come on. My cutting edge. That's 6.5. This has to be cut off further. As long as I'm doing it. So, in the interest of time, say goodbye to some of that pretty foiling. And I'm going to make some of it go away. Bring my topper down some more. Okay, the card was 6.5, we determined, so all this has to come off. Well, that's better anyway. I'll take a little bit more off of there. That's beautiful. It's taking me forever to get there, but it's beautiful. I'm not even sure I'm going to put the gold back because I don't have enough room to let the gold show and still have a good view of that background, which is gorgeous. So I'm just going to put this down now. I think a lot of us have had that feeling this year, Mary. I don't know why. Kind of a hard time getting into the holiday season. It just seems like it all moves so fast. I had a bunch of presents I was going to make this year, and I don't think those are going to happen. Oh, yeah. Well, that's makes perfect sense, Glenn. I have to tell you what Grace and Lauren did. Grace got the Christmas tree out. Lauren was going to help him decorate it when she was there. And they went shopping and did some things and just didn't have as much time as they expected to. Then they got the tree out, and not all the lights would light. And then he was discouraged with that. And so they went to the dollar store and bought some materials and came home and made a gnome tree. It has white stringies hanging down to represent the beard, and that goes across about midway on the tree. It's got a big bulb nose, and then it's got a fluffy little tassel at the top of the tree. We have a gnome tree. That's it. That's all the decorations.
Easy to put away.
I thought that was kind of funny. Let me use a piece of this border.
Oh, Jake came home with a pink Christmas tree.
Pink Christmas tree.
And Jordan has been crocheting strawberries to hang from it.
Oh dear. Did you guys catch that? Jake showed up with a pink tree and Jordan is crocheting strawberries to go on their tree.
Lauren is the only one who has a traditional. She has her blue and silver traditional tree up.
Okay. I'm going to put this striped border over here because I think it'd be pretty there. And I want one of these pretty. Oh, I'm so sorry. This almost feels like this should be an I'm sorry card because I've made so many mistakes on it this morning. There's also a just for you. That's about the right size. I think we'll go with that. Way too pretty to be I'm sorry. Well, let's do just for you. We'll run this border just on their top piece here. I like that. I think that's pretty. Busy time of year. Maybe Sharma's just caught up and trying to get her things done. We've got to get on getting our Christmas cards out. We've gotten cards from several of you. I thought I'd batch them up, and when I get enough, we'll show them. I think Sharma won the present for earliest card. It was here 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving. I like that. Hi, Adeline. It's good to see you, friend. We're working with Crafting with Hunkydory magazine issue 80 today. It's got this set of eternal flowers that is just unbelievably beautiful. I can't do anything the easy way this morning for some reason. I'm taking extra steps to do everything. Glenn sent us a beautiful poem I'm going to put in the next newsletter with your permission, Glenn, about crafty friends. I thought it was just beautiful. So with your permission, Glenn, I'll put it in the next newsletter. And that's going to stay right where it is because it's already bonded. I'd set it down there and see how it looked. Nope, that's where it's going. Isn't that pretty? Took us a long time to get here, but isn't that pretty? All right. All right. What I'm going to do next. Should have another corner. I should have another piece of cardstock here. There we go. There it is. Boy, that's pretty. It's got so much beautiful detail up here. I almost want to put something up there. Oh, I could do that. Your own kind of beautiful. That'd be pretty. Do a deal. Oops. My deals are the only ones that didn't get into my cardstock stack earlier. This is an interesting card. It's actually done in textured material. I don't know what brand it is because it's just up there by itself, but it's really quite pretty. Like this would be really nice with a white border around it. So I think we'll go with that. Bring our paper cutter back. And I'm going to trim a little bit off the edge with my 4-inch card especially if I trim it down a little bit. My 4-inch card isn't going to be long or wide enough to let me see all the flowers. So I'm going with 3.5, let's do 3 3/4. And then I need to trim this down 1/4 inch too. Oh, how pretty that is. Ready for 2025. Anybody going to make New Year's resolutions for 2025? How pretty that is. Just put on the white. That's beautiful. And keep that piece. Actually, I was keeping both those pieces. This would have been a good one to foil too. Maybe I'll still put the acetate on it and let's look at how that looks. Okay, I'll trim this just a tad at the bottom because I cut it just a little short. That looks nice and even. And what those pieces, there we go. This is the acetate. I have this one that's actually scripted text, which I think would go well with this one. Yeah, that looks nice. Over the whole thing. I think that looks good on there. I could try the more simple one too.
And that's just that 4 1/4 by 8.
It is 4 by 8 then. Oh, I do love that. Okay, I just want to try the other acetate just to make sure that that's the one I like the best.
Mary asks, can you add stickles to the swirls?
Sure. Not sure when I finish with the acetate I'm going to want stickles, but you sure could. I do one or the other though, I think. Yeah, that's even prettier, I think. That's even prettier with the dots than it is with the text. I'm going to go with this one. So let's get a piece of tape. I think I'll just make my acetate 4 by 8. A lot of times I'll cut it to be the inside size, but today I'm doing this. Now sometimes when you use your acetate on a lighter color, you can't even see the tape line, and I don't bother to do anything at all to hide it. But on this darker paper, I believe that it shows too much, so it does have to be modified a little bit. See, there's my tape line, and it's very conspicuous. acetate. I love this sparkle acetate. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If they'd make a pack of that, I'd buy that. Just like that. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I have this little piece of border left. I'm going to put right up there. That looks great. And I think we'll put the Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful on foam and stick it up. Finally have a schedule for everything. This week I go in for surgery to have the port put in and get measured for my chemo cap and do my chemo classroom training. And next week, starting on Tuesday, we start chemo. So the doctor's appointment, labs, and then chemo. And the next day I come back for a shot to enhance my bone marrow. And the following week I have a toxicity screen, which I think is just making sure that all the things that the chemo is supposed to be doing, it's doing, and that I'm not sicker than I should be. Have a good day, Adeline. And then that will repeat on 3-week cycles for 4 cycles. And I go by, I do 4 cycles initially, unless he thinks that we haven't made enough progress. If we need more progress, then he'll schedule 2 more after that. Because I'm using the cap, each of the chemo sessions is going to be 5 hours long. 5 hours. But it's not too much to give up to get healthy, is it? Wowzer, I love this. Is shorten the screen just or make it just a little bit smaller so we can there. Oops. And we can see that whole beautiful card. Wowzer. That's pretty. You see all the little sparkles in it? Yeah, you can. Angle it. Get a good book, yeah. No kidding. Okay. Let's see what we want to do next. I have this pretty piece. Big corner. That would be beautiful. Yeah, like that. And then I have this piece. So this is the bigger of the 2 pieces. I think I'll go with that on this one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, some of you who've gone through it could probably describe it better than me, who has not gone through it. But what I understand is the first week, I may or may not feel a little bit peaked after the chemo. And then as weeks 2 and 3 get pretty good before I need to do it again. So some of you who have been through it might have a better sense of the experience to offer. I'm just glad I have a schedule. I'm happy now that I have a schedule. I think this will fit side to side on here. Maybe it would. I'm sure I like it there, though. Actually, I think this one's really pretty with the ring in it. I think maybe we'll use the ring in it.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Good to see you. What size card am I using? Yeah, I think that one will do. I'll put this one on here. Love these cards. They're so very pretty, especially with those bright flowers against the dark background. I think they're just beautiful.
They really pop out.
So it's this one I wanted to use. That's a nice balance with the oval.
Erin says it makes you want to dream spring with all those flowers.
Yeah, especially hydrangea. Well, hydrangea is more of a summer flower, but the lilacs, those will be some of my first flowers. There's this little, sometimes decrepit, sometimes beautiful lilac bush right at the end of her driveway where the public mailboxes are. And sometimes it looks like it's just a spindly little thing. And sometimes it's really quite beautiful. And I have no idea what makes the difference between the two. Perspective? Perhaps. It could just be perspective. Huh. Let's see. Baby wipe. Baby wipes here are very dry. They open the container by taking the tab off the top. And it works okay for polishing the glue off anyway. So we got an update from George, and Dad's kind of taken a turn here recently. He has gotten to a point where he's spitting out whole food and not wanting to eat things he has to chew. And that's a very typical reaction to his condition, to the Parkinson's. He'll get to a point where he won't be able to swallow it all. And right now, this is kind of the early stages of that. So they're still offering him solid foods, but they're also offering him blended foods and Ensures. And he has no trouble at all swallowing his ice cream. He's still wholly into that. And George says it's no longer a matter of months, but weeks before we lose him. So I thought I'd update you guys on that. He's such a sweet old man. We love him dearly. We knew this time would come. Just didn't know when. We will enjoy the time we have with him while we have him with us. He's still kind of in and out. You know, sometimes he seems to be conscious of what's happening around him, and other times he either doesn't realize what's happening or doesn't care. And we just enjoy the time we do get and take it a step at a time here. Wondering what it might be like to make some little corners out of this little piece of border I have left. I'm going to try it, cutting them somewhat square. I can't claim they're square, but they're somewhat square. It does add kind of a interesting little bit of sparkle to the corner. I think I like that. So I'm going to make another one. Thank you, by the way, for following up on the winner of our comment contest, Mary. I know that you got at least one that was different this week that we don't usually get. Interesting that my line went different directions with these. Just a matter of how I put it on there. I'm sorry, Glenn, but you know, it's what happens. It's very sad to observe, but
Irene too.
What?
Irene's comment.
Yes, I saw Irene's. Bless your heart, Irene. The girls both came down and are going over to see Bob this morning, and then we'll go over this afternoon. They had other things they wanted to do with their days, so they didn't want our schedule messing them up, so they'll go at their time. Oh, this might be an I'm sorry card. It's about the right size to fit my space I have. I'm actually not totally convinced I like my corners there. I think I would like some gold corner stickers better. Did you find those? I'm just not loving the way that looks on there. Don't you got to get them on there in order to be able to tell? Nope, it's not what I want. The Black Friday sale goes through today. Today at midnight Pacific time. Thank you, Stephanie.
Two styles.
Oh, yeah, those will work. Thank you. Our biggest sale of the year is ending today, so if you haven't had a chance to check that out, be sure you do, because you don't want to miss that. In fact, not only the biggest sale of the year, I'm going to say the biggest sale I've ever done. Over 5,000 items are discounted. Most are discounted 40% or more, but there's a few that are like 20. Just depends on the price points and pricing arrangements with the manufacturers and that kind of thing. Oh, I like these corners on here. These look beautiful. This particular sheet of stickers by Duty doesn't drop a lot of the details out. And I could sit and pick them out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let them be more gold in there. That looks pretty. Put her. So sorry in the corner. That's pretty. Like that a lot. Okay. I have maybe 2 cards left to do. What are we doing for time? We're an hour in. Yeah. We're doing great for time. Might need an A6 on that one. And somewhere here I have one of my little bitty mini DL cards. There it is. I'm thinking this might look really good. I don't know. That's actually, I could turn it this way. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll have to check it out here. Maybe. Let's get some A6. Oh, but I do like that. I think I like that. I think we'll go with that. Oh, that's pretty. This was going to be my mini DL, but okay, sounds good, Mary. It could have had bigger corners, and I actually had bigger corners here, Irene. I probably should have used them. I actually kind of think that too. I don't always say it out loud, but I had exactly the same impression, and I had bigger corners sitting right here I could have used.
Just over the top.
Yeah, but I could peel these and put bigger ones on. I was thinking exactly the same thing. So, one of those times when we need to act on that. I have these big corners, and then this sheet had some bigger corners on it. It's funny you say that because I was sitting here thinking exactly the same thing. But these are easy to take off. Thank you for doing it, Mary R. You're such a team player and such a contributor to this group. I just want you to know I love you and I appreciate it. These look a lot better. Thank you guys for speaking up when you see things. I love that about you. Because working together, we end up with some of the best creations. I actually see one other thing Thelma would want me to look at least. So Thelma, this one's for you. I could drop this down a little bit, which might just have an interesting effect.
What card kit are you taking over to Andrea's?
Huh? I already have it all set out in the box over there. Everything I'm taking.
To run downstairs or something.
Nope. I already had it read up. Oops. Come on. Let go. Okay. There we go.
That's really pretty.
Bigger corners and just a little above and below accents to kind of fill some of the void. Okay, let's get this one on here. I cut my card off just a little bit because I mismatched my paper just a tad. That's okay. Won't hurt anything. Just trim it off just a bit on the bottom. Thank you, Mary R. Thank you, Mary T. That's just a pretty note card, just the way it is, isn't it? Love that. I still have a little piece, I think. I still have a small piece of acetate we could use on here, and I think that would be fun. Let's do that. It's a little narrower than my card, but I think that's okay too. Just a little smaller than my card. Get those little, I don't even know if you can see it. There we go. Put those little gold flecks into there. Put one piece of tape at the top. Of my acetate. So if you're watching and you're not a subscriber to our channel, hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of things here, and you're not going to want to miss any of them. We have great fun together, and this is a really, truly lovely community to be part of. So I hope you'll subscribe and join us. Like that. I like that even by itself. That's very pretty. And when we're finished here today, which we're not going to be for a couple minutes yet, we still have at least one more card to do. We will have gotten 5 out of this topper set. But when we sign off, there is, by using that little refresh button in the corner of your screen, the little circle with the arrow in it, you can refresh your screen after we sign off, and it will bring up a comment box. I'd love for you to talk to me. Talk to me about which card you like the best, or talk to me about a technique you like the best, or talk to me about something totally unrelated. That's okay too. Just talk to me. And I read all of those comments, respond to most of them. Okay. I had a card design here, but now I've lost one of my pieces. It's in my lap. Good. A little foam under each one of those. And Mary is doing a contest amongst those who leave comments. I don't know, Mary, is that for last week only, or is that moving forward? May just be a one-time thing, I'm not sure. But just to encourage people to leave comments. One of the reasons we like you to do that is because, A, I love to hear from you, our dialogue, and here, I mean, I read all the comments and we participate jointly as we go, but it's text messages, and I like to be able to talk to individuals. So when you leave your comment, I can write back to you, and just one more opportunity for feedback from you. And another reason I like to do that is because it shows YouTube that this is a channel that people are enjoying and participating in, would recommend. And that's part of the criteria that they use in deciding who gets advertised, who gets offered our video streams. War and Peace sale catalog. Glenn, you're funny. You crack me up. into bed and go through the War and Peace. That's what I'm gonna. Maybe that's the one I should take to the hospital. War and Peace. I can finish it by the time I get done with chemo. Okay. Better too many items than too few, right, Glenn? I like this one. That's pretty. The dark toppers on the bright background. I like that one. We have one more to do. Which is good because I think I have one piece of card stuff left on this set. It's going to be pretty together. This would be a good one to do the swirlies on. Mary will do swirlies on this one. And stickles. If you don't know what we're talking about, and you're looking at this on December 11th, today's my sister's birthday, then go to www.simplyspecialcrafts.com. Can't miss her sale. It's the very first tab. So go there and take a gander. You'll be glad you did. I had an A6 card out here, but I must have used it. I did use it last time. There's one. Yeah, that'll be close, but it'll be pretty. I don't have any extra embellishments to put on it, so. Oh, you know what, though? That's going to totally disguise our stickles work. Excuse me. Sympathy for Thelma, I think. Frog in my throat. Let's see if I want to make this bigger or not. Same size. I might want to make this a little bigger if we're going to do the stickles on the flourishes. Then it, okay. I think we can pull it off. We can use a bigger card. Done a good job of using all this up, I'll tell you. Just not much left here. Okay. finish early today, I think. They thought I'd do one of the 4 sets for us in class, and we're actually going to be early. But it's okay. It's a busy, busy time of year, and you guys might appreciate having some leeway. Okay, I have just the ultra tiniest amount of white showing at my edge. Make that go away. That looks good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that's a good idea. What's the date today? Your daughter and her husband have a anniversary here too. Okay. So today's not the 11th. Today is the 6th. Okay.
Or something like that. It's the 7th.
7th.
Yes. Jordan and Jake will be back down next weekend. And Jordan asked if we'd watch the dogs while they went out for an anniversary dinner.
We could do that. Okay. Our grand puppies. Should you guys bring your boxing gloves? Sorry, Falls Church, Virginia. Oh, that's pretty. This one on here, the side view. That even. This on it. And let's see here. Put this on some foam tape. Oh, Glenn says we're going to draw for a date night drawing. You're a little outnumbered, Glenn.
Just change the type of your channel.
We're gonna stickle those this time, Mary. And let's see what we have for stickles over here. That's not stickles. I need to probably go find me some in one of the organizers over there, though. Oh, wait. I think I got Twinkle here. Stardust. I got Stardust here. Need a pen. And some sitting up here with my cup. That's a bigger swirly than I expected. But if it happens, you put a pin in them. Okay, you can see we're going to be glittery there, Mary R. Doesn't ring too much in the middle of the night, although it does occasionally. Donna from Scotland used to have trouble with her time zones. One morning, Bryce answered the phone. Donna, it's 5 a.m. Needless to say, at 5 a.m. Bryce is a bit of a bear. Okay, so let's take a look at what we just made from this one set out of this one kit that came with their magazine. Don't you think you'd pay for these cards? $6, $7 at least, I would think. So there's the one we just now made. I'm going to set that off to the side so I can't get my hand in it. 2. This is number 3 with its bigger corners. This is number 4 with the acetate and the DL card. And this is number 5. My let's make it then make it again card, which was actually our first card. I'm calling it number 5. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we have the one that we just finished that has both corners and sparkly swirls on it. So if you want to tell me which one you like the best, that's our numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Elsie. 5 cards today. And let's take a look at those rose cards again, because they were beautiful. And we were just getting started, so a lot of you haven't seen these yet. This is the rose set that came in the same crafting magazine. This is one of my favorites. I'm not sure why. It just
Speaks to you.
It speaks to me. I made these during Crafty Friends last night. So we're halfway through our card kit. We still have remaining 2 full sets to do. Show you what we have left. Did a good job of using up our supplies with the blue and purple set today. This was left over from the roses. Oh, and I didn't ever do this one. We should have had 5 of the roses too. What time is it? Maybe we'll make this one real quick. Won't take us long. We'll make that one up since I kind of said we were going to have 2 full sets done. That'll give us 5 from each. That'll give us 10. So here's the other papers. And then we have the white set, calla lilies. I think these are Christmas roses, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong lots of times. White with the green. And the white topper set. So we still have enough to make many more cards. But let's see what we can do with this beautiful rose corner here that I missed last night. Getting done. Yeah, I'd say we did a really good job of using that up, guys. Here's our biggest scraps. Oh, here's one more. Dig up my desk a little while I'm at it. All right. And what do we want to do here? That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This does not have foiling on it, so I think this might be a really good candidate for acetate. And what did I do with those pieces? I have them here. There it is. This is what I want. This has writings on it, and I think that could be really, really beautiful with this. Wow, that's pretty. We have lots of beautiful stuff up here above the roses too, but I don't have any toppers left to go in that area, so I think I'm going to keep this as a square card. That's going to be pretty. So let's do that. I'm wondering what this might look like. I know, sometimes I'm way creative. So when you consider the cost of a magazine card kit, I don't know. I actually think the brown is kind of intriguing. You like that?
Yeah.
Bryce likes it. We're going with it. Okay. That's a brown 6x6 I'm going to use. A little bit of brown's a good thing. I don't think I want a lot of browns, so we'll make this 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. One thing I really do like about the pinhole trimmer is that it is so easy to see the numbers. And I do like that a lot. When I do this size, I have a lot of vacant space over there, so I'm probably going to have to do some cornering or something. That looks good though. It does look good. We'll go with that. Oops. Almost put one sideways. This is going to be pretty. Let's just cut this on the trimmer. Do 6 by 6 on my trimmer. Still have another half sheet of that beautiful acetate for use on some of our other cards. Pretty acetate cover for this one. I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape down on here. The acetate really sticks to the tape. As it goes down, it doesn't want to move much. And my acetate somehow ended up a little larger than my card. But sometimes manufactured cards are just not exactly the size they say they're going to be. Which again, for the second time today, I'll say it helps to measure your card so you know what you have. When you start, you think you know, but do you really? This has a tape line showing, so we need to do something about that. And a piece of this, that seems a little distracting. I could use a piece of this. I just need a little piece of this across the top to cover my tracks a bit there. Look in the garbage over there where I sit and see if there's a piece of foiled cardstock. The outer pieces, maybe I can use. Thank you. Trying to look polite with this one, but yeah, I can get something off here to use. Okay. This is still cardstock, but just a little heavier duty than there. So I'm going to salvage a piece of cardstock to be my border. I think we'll see how it goes. Oops, that was not well. Okay, let's try again. That didn't work very well. Here, I use the top. Let's try to cut kind of a skinny area there because I'd already taken one strip off of there. There we go. And a nice little piece. Kind of a roughly edge on here. Not much left I can cut off, so just gonna make the white go away and turn into kind of a green tone. Just because that's what I have sitting here.
Glenn says, what about thin gold trim line on top?
I could do that, actually. I do have a peel-off line. We had that one we used a minute ago. Let's try that. That's a great idea. Very good idea, Glenn. Those were kind of plain looking, the red on red. So I like this idea better. And this is just going to be just exactly the right kind of disguise we need here. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Yep, I like that a lot. Now, I could go across the top and then come down this other side, which I think might be an interesting effect. Ooh, I like that a lot. Wish I had one more label to use. Of course, I do have a whole bunch. I know you're up and around, but I need a verse of some sort.
I have a pile of them there on the side.
Let's see if we have something here. It's Christmas. Pumpkins, I don't think so. Don't want silver. Different corners. Merry Christmas. These are Merry Christmas. I need a happy birthday or something else. This actually could be a beautiful Christmas card. Too small. Need a big one. No. Gold, please. Oh, that's pretty.
There's two different scripts.
These will work. Oh, I like thank you. Thank you is beautiful. We'll go with that one. There we go. Like that a lot. That's our number 5 card out of our rose set. Wow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. And we'll look at the main ones we did today, this was our last one. I think we called this number 1, though. It kind of went in reverse order. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like them, like them, like them. That's it. So we've talked about hitting the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and you don't want to miss anything we're up to. We're doing good stuff all the time, and we are going to sign off momentarily. When we do that, please hit the refresh button, the circle with the arrow in it at the top of your screen, and that will bring you to a comment screen. You can tell us what was your favorite card out of the 5 of the purple set that we did today, or the rose card we did today. And yeah, let's see, if you haven't already hit like, please do that. It makes me feel good, and it also tells YouTube that this is a channel that people are enjoying and recommend. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Let's see. I was just thinking about my schedule on Wednesday. Either Margie or I will be here on Wednesday. It might be Margie. And because I have something.
3:40.
2:40. Yeah, so I may or may 3:40. So yeah, it looks like Margie will be here for What's New Wednesday. I have a medical appointment that day. And yes. So that's what I can say. And for now, I'm going to sign off. You just have a great holiday weekend here. Don't forget that sale's good for a few more hours. And I'm going to sign off. It's Debbie from Simply Special Crafts saying good night, Greasy.